You have met this person. They never raise their voice. They never get defensive. They never seem to need to win. And yet, somehow, every single time, they walk away from the argument with exactly what they came for. That is not luck. That is a specific set of psychological principles that most people were never taught. Here is the first one. Smart people never argue against what you said. They argue against what you meant. Most people defend the words. The smart person finds the assumption underneath the words and questions that instead. Because once the assumption collapses, the argument collapses with it. The second principle. They let the other person finish, completely. No interrupting, no preparing their response while you are still speaking, just listening. Because the person who listens all the way to the end almost always finds the contradiction the other person put there themselves. You do not need to win the argument. You just need to wait for the other person to lose it. The third principle. They agree first. Not sarcastically, genuinely. They find the part of your argument that is true and they say so. And then they say, and here is what that means you also have to accept. That move is almost impossible to argue against because you cannot disagree with someone who already agreed with you. The smartest people in any argument are not the ones doing the most talking. They are the ones who made the other person feel heard right before they shifted the entire frame of the conversation. You were never going to win by being louder. You were always going to win by being more precise.